The pressure.
Welcome to episode 4 of the Almanac Podcast. This is Alex, and with me is Eddy.
Yo.
Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting about these.
They hear that every episode. I keep forgetting about these. They're lighting up buttons. Like, how don't you see this? So yeah, today we lost a legend today, Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
The late. Is it okay to say late? I mean, is it or early? Would it say early?
The late what?
Yeah, people say like, oh, like the late Kobe Bryant, like, as in like. I forgot how that terminology goes. I know you've heard it before. Like when someone talks about like someone who's passed away, they'll be like, oh, the late.
Nah, he was only 41.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is that like? I don't think that's old.
That's young.
Yeah, like right.
Young.
I feel like that's young. Like he just retired not that long ago.
Yeah.
So it's like
definitely unfortunate.
It's really like that's a big impression. I guess for like us. Cause that's like if you were watching like Kobe, you were watching like AI, you were watching like Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Mm-hmm. That was an age of its own.
Yeah, definitely one of the legends.
I feel like in a way like I mean, don't get me wrong, LeBron definitely played through that era as well. Mm-hmm. But like it's like that was his like closing curtain in my opinion. Right now. Yeah, like right. This is like how because Kobe was that man that in the 2000s. Not saying LeBron wasn't, but he was more like he literally is like Zion Williamson. Like the hype that Zion Williamson has is the exact same one that LeBron has. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just think it's crazy he passed. Like it's to me, it's like he did so much, and like I said, I guess the age has more to do with it. Like, but to think that he goes out like that, you know, like you just never think.
It's definitely unfortunate the way he went out. Yeah,
like
it's so unexpected.
It's like
no one saw this coming. Obviously, you don't see something coming like that. Like, but
it's like with like the same situation when like Paul Walker died. It's like, yo, my man really made movies about like driving cars and doing really crazy stuff, and my man goes in a car accident. It's like you would have never thought the guy and he knew how to drive. He actually did know how to drive. Yeah. Like he was nasty with the wheels, and yeah, like just like wow, like you really went out like that. Or like the same thing with like Ryan Dunn from Jackass. Yeah,
it's definitely unfortunate how a lot of these like
another car accident,
very like,
but
pretty like.
But like I'm just saying, it goes back to him too. Like you would never have thought he would have died such a like. I feel like obviously car accidents are common, but like they used to do really nut shit on Jackass. They used to like sit in a shop. They'd put like a shopping cart on a roof and ride it down. Like to me, like
he passed away in a car accident as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Really?
So it's just like like you would think like the people that it most likely wouldn't happen to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always unexpected too.
Like, even Tory Lanez was saying he's like, what the fuck was he doing in a helicopter? Like literally, because I'm like not saying that you can't own a helicopter,
right? Huh? He was in LA, right?
You know what?
He was in LA.
Yeah, it was in Calabasas.
Well, I feel like if you're in LA, I don't know from experience, but from what I hear, the traffic is that bad.
My man took an Uber helicopter.
That's a thing, though.
That is a thing. That's why I said it.
But I don't know I doubt he would take an Uber helicopter, but it's just unfortunate for sure.
That shit make me never want to get in a helicopter.
No. I don't know if I would ever allow, like, public transportation from, like, flight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel protected enough to order a helicopter and just rely that, like, this guy's been doing this for years. You know, like for, like, technology to catch up with something like that, I definitely don't think like your everyday people should have access to helicopters. Is definitely, I mean, it's just as dangerous as driving. I mean, traveling is dangerous. Like no matter how it is, you know, no matter which way you go, like traveling can be dangerous. So
I just think like the thing that gets me too is just like I don't know. I feel like when it comes to like air travel in general, usually there's a lot more like security and shit involved. Like, is it like feel me? Because when it says helicopter crash, you think I don't know. Like when I think of a crash, I think of like 2 car collisions or hitting like a wall or something. Like, how did that helicopter go down? Did it malfunction?
I mean, there's tons of things that can happen for a helicopter to just malfunction.
For real?
Yeah. I think if you ever listen to like Bill Burr, so he's like learning how to become like a helicopter pilot, and he's gone in depth about all the shit that could possibly go wrong, and he's like talking about how he needs to like keep strict focus, and he needs to pay attention, and any distraction is potentially like dangerous. So I mean, anything could go wrong. It's like driving, you know, you're not paying attention like to your left or your right while you're driving. You can get into a pretty bad accident. There's people speeding all the time. I'm not imagining being in the air is going to be any better.
Why wouldn't? Unless there's a bunch of helicopters, like
you have more direction. You're including going like
up and
down in elevation. I feel like it's way more dangerous. But I mean, there's height involved. I personally am terrified of heights.
I mean, to me, it's more so about the whipping part. Like, you're definitely not whipping that joint easy. Not whipping. Should I say like parking it? Like, like it's not like I'm trying to go to the movie theaters. Take orders a helicopter. Like, where's that joint landing?
Oh, I don't know.
Where are you landing a helicopter?
You'd have to go to
a whole air zone. Like, that's mad work. On top of that, but
I mean, isn't it just like that? Have you not heard that? Like, you're in LA and you need to get from one place to another. It's easier to travel by helicopter. I heard traffic's so bad over there.
I didn't realize we're at that point where people could just order helicopter.
They're doing it in New York. I think someone else passed away a couple months ago.
Dude, a helicopter?
A helicopter in New York. That's not an uncommon thing. I mean, it's just, you know, it's Kobe that passed away.
Yeah.
And his daughter as well, which is extremely unfortunate that she had to pass away. So
she was nice. Like she like the clips that I would say, she was definitely looking like just like her dad for real, just the female version.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's definitely unfortunate for sure.
I know. I mean, I hope, you know, the family's doing all right, because that is like I said, when I read that, John, I literally I had a friend text me and I'm just like, yo, this can't be real. Like, this is one of those like fake articles. And as soon as I googled it right after, and bro, as soon as I saw the New York Post, TMZ, I was like, bro, chill.
It was just like a little too real right there.
Yeah, I was like, yo, nah. Like, I'm like, tell me this is just like. It was kind of like that with Juice WRLD too, I guess. But I more so just because like I just thought like I said, I feel like his career was just starting.
Yeah, it's different when like I mean, Kobe had such a good career. I think it'd be a little bit different. Like it's like with Juice WRLD, it's. I mean, like imagine if to me it had the same effect as when Nipsey died. It was just kind of like I had that same reaction. I don't know about Juice WRLD. Not to take away from Juice WRLD's death, it's all unfortunate. But
I mean, like given the same. All right, so let me try to make it a similar circumstance. Like if it was a younger player instead of like Kobe who had retired, trying to think someone who has had a low influence. Like all right, I'm gonna just Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
Ben Simmons. That's not that I wish it upon him. That's not what I'm saying at all. But like, I wonder like if the same feeling would have gone through. Feel me, like. If they
definitely, yeah. I mean, anyone passing away it's extremely unfortunate. No matter their celebrity or their, their influence in culture, especially like in basketball. It's all unfortunate, man. I mean, definitely prayers out to the family, all his friends, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool, you know, that damn near everybody paid homage. It was like, you know, for me, it was really
yeah, it's. I can't imagine how it's affecting everyone.
That's in the league.
In the league, I think I saw something.
I saw LeBron cry.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
it's just crazy because like it was like it was the night after he passed him on the all-time scoring.
Yeah.
Like I just like for me that's like bittersweet. I made that moment like I feel like very bittersweet. And I don't mean that in like you know, for me, like some people say like it's good, it's cool because you know you did it and like you used to like you have respect for that player, but it's sad that like they're no longer around to like beat like you know.
Yeah, I mean that's just part of life though. You know, you gotta learn how to deal with the people when they're alive, and you gotta learn how to deal with the people when they're not here. And it's definitely just super unfortunate this is all happening. I don't know. I like I said, the effect of Kobe passing away definitely has the same effect as Nipsey, and like huge impact. You know, very huge. Like He's an icon, bro.
know,
Like it's just
hit Philly and LA real hard.
yeah. It's definitely fucked. But yeah. Definitely want to have a moment of silence for Kobe.
Do you want to talk about that
Yeah.
that LeBron thing or?
Yeah, sure. As much as I can.
Okay.
I can't I'm not a huge follower of LeBron, so it's not something I think I could add a lot to, but go for it.
No. No, you're setting me up, man.
I'm setting you up for what?
Failure.
For what? What are you talking about? Man. Yeah. You're low key a Lakers fan.
Never.
Yeah. After they just got
dusted.
Spanked by the Sixers. Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, you didn't think they were gonna win.
I'm not saying that, but
I'm like,
it feels.
It's like
it feels good, bro. Like Ben Simmons is bringing the heat.
The thing that
Tobias Harris is bringing the heat.
That's the thing I like about the NBA though. Like now, it's like you really don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah, it's kind of. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's anyone's game, but
bro, like
I think that's easy to say since
but let's just be honest. Like back when Kevin Durant was with the Warriors and they broke the Bulls record, like was it 73-9, bro? Like
yeah.
Come on, 73 games out of 81. Like you won 73. Like that's like, yo, you know who's winning this year, even though they lost that year. Mm-hmm. But you know who's winning this year.
The NBA is definitely like balanced out right now, or at least at the beginning of the season was. Everything's just like you didn't know what the fuck was about to happen. Ben Simmons out here shooting threes.
It had me crying when they they really made Kawhi Leonard out to be like Thanos. Like he snapped his long ass ET fingers and he snapped destroyed the legacy and like had everybody leaving their teams. Like, yo, we're gonna rebuild.
Who did they go against again?
What, the Raptors?
Finals? Raptors and
the Warriors.
The Warriors.
That was when KD got hurt.
Oh right, and he came back in.
He came in too soon, and then he snapped his Achilles. Yeah, or he tore his Achilles.
Nah, he was already injured. Came back in. Thought he could. Well, you know what? I think he put up a decent amount of points for that though. Did he not?
I don't remember.
I can't remember off the top of my head. This is why we need a fact checker. But off the top of my head, I can't think. But he came in. He put up his points and he bounced and couldn't play anymore. So I think he did his thing.
I don't think he did. I don't think he put up that much.
Do you think Kawhi is gonna have one of those? Like, you think he's gonna have another year like that this year, where he's gonna, kind of not carry the Clippers because I think they have a really good team.
They do.
But do you think the Clippers will make it to the finals?
I think
because of Kawhi. Like, is there that much weight on him?
He's a really good player. Honestly, when he first came to the league. Like, when he was on the Spurs, I didn't take him for the threat that he was. When I watched his games, I saw him as a defensive monster. Yeah. Cause it's true. Like he got long ass arms and his hands are huge. Yeah. They're disgustingly huge.
Is it crazy that when you see the post online of him at the strip club, you can only tell it's him because of how big his hands are?
I just honestly.
Everything is just kind of like the.
That was like he had the New Balance. He had the cornrows with the box shape up.
Oh man,
I'm like, yeah, that actually caught me off guard, but it's
why
I don't know, because he's so unpredictable, I guess is the word I want to say. He's not boring.
You don't know what he's going to do next.
He's not boring, but he's very dull.
I think he comes off like that,
bro. When he just got his first triple double, and they were like, "What are you gonna do with the ball?" He's like, "I don't know." But yeah, I didn't think he was that. I didn't think Kawhi was that tough until after he got traded. That's when I really actually got to see him ball
traded
out.
Where?
To the Raptors.
Okay.
Because I think he wanted to leave or something like that, and they weren't I feel like he got sent there as like a punishment.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. See, I don't know anything about Kawhi until
he was on the Raptors.
Until he was on the Raptors, and
saying like,
so like he kind of came out of nowhere, at least in my opinion, from the Raptors, and he was just kind of
nice.
Yeah, not kind of. He is.
He's
good.
He's
a really clutch player, but he's like a leader. He came off as a strong leader. You know, he
strong. He dubbed Norman Powell's fist bump and left him hanging. He said, both pointers said, "Yeah, let's get going."
He said, "Yeah, just put his head down." He's like, "Yeah, let's go."
But I just think it's cool that he did that because like LeBron was struggling against the Warriors. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
you're just like, wow, this guy.
He cooked LeBron twice. Mm-hmm. Like realistically, because like he would like when like that's what happened in the finals. He was locking LeBron down.
Yeah.
In Miami. Mm-hmm. And then look, LeBron went to they lost as soon as the Heat was almost got a 3-peat before the Golden State Warriors did.
Okay.
Oh wait, the Golden State Warriors didn't get a 3-peat. I'm lying.
I don't think
they were supposed to.
They got 2.
Huh? They got 2 in a row, but so did the Heat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was in there, but they both of them had a chance to go to a 3-peat, and he stopped both of them.
I don't know. I think that like Kawhi going to the Clippers. Like, how'd you feel about him making that decision?
I think it's funny because he fucked everybody else over.
Why?
Because he had them all thinking he was going to their team.
Did he?
He had LeBron thinking he was going to the Lakers.
Oh.
Bro,
I thought you meant.
Bro, they asked LeBron so much, like, how do you feel about Kawhi going to the Clippers? There was a couple teams that were looking at him. Mm-hmm. We even were looking at him the Sixers were looking at him at one point.
I saw that. Yeah, I do remember
that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, because he got like the cornrow thing from AI apparently.
Oh, really?
That's what I read one time. I mean, I don't know. So, yeah, like how many niggas is really rocking braids anymore? Yeah, I
can't name them off the top of my head.
Yeah, now that Nipsey's gone, who else? Nobody. My man still got cornrows. Trey Songz don't even have cornrows. Carmelo Anthony doesn't even have cornrows anymore.
Where's Carmelo at now?
The Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
With Damian Lillard.
But do you really think the Clippers have what it takes to make it to the finals?
I mean, they went to the
Who do you think's going to the finals?
Huh?
Who do you think's going to the finals?
Like the finals this year?
Yeah.
That's a hard one, bro. I mean, right now I definitely feel like.
But if I had to pick your brain right now,
Milwaukee.
Why?
Because of Giannis.
Okay.
Bro, he's tough.
I know.
That whole team is tough.
But there's a couple teams out there right now.
They're number one. They were number one last year too, I think.
Who did they get shut down by?
The Raptors.
Oh, okay.
The Raptors took everybody. They beat us, and they went to play Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, I remember those posts, and it was like Kawhi, and he's like the effect Kawhi has, and it's like all the opposing players just crying to the locker room, like with Embiid.
Oh, did the Greek Freak cry too?
I'm pretty sure he did.
I mean, he's young. They're both young.
Yeah, they're both young. They're like, I can't take it.
I mean,
this is too much.
Kawhi done did this before already. So even though he only got 2 rings, but like that one, you know, I feel like Greg Pop's a good coach to be under too.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
That's like the karma though. I feel like that was karma, because like they trade DeMar DeRozan ended up going to. They traded DeMar for Kawhi. DeMar DeRozan on the Raptors.
Yeah.
So I just think that's funny. Like that's a big impression. Like you first year there, you get them a chip, their first championship ever.
Hey man,
like that's why everybody was willing to pay bread for him. They're like, yo, we want that man. He get the first year.
It's kind of funny how like there's, or at least I saw it on social media. It's just kind of like Drake is trying to convince Kawhi to stay. It's crazy.
Everybody was. They
were offering like free food,
drinks
at all the shops. You can do whatever the fuck he basically wanted.
Yo, real rap. Canada said, yo, bro, you the president of Canada. Like, Joe, him and Drake were gonna run for government office.
They were like, "You can have a suite over here." He said, "No, I want to go back home."
A lot of people said they didn't like Canada.
Well, I think I saw something about how NBA players that play for Toronto have to go through like extra steps, like in traveling, because they're in Canada, they're across borders.
DeMar DeRozan said it himself. He said he didn't even have a passport until he got drafted to Toronto.
yeah. Like
Dude,
I feel like you have to go through so much more, but I'm not sure.
Because I think he wanted to play for California, but
Oh, really?
bro, there's so many players that wanted to go to California. Like Paul George. Paul George is another one. They idolized Kobe Bryant.
Huh? To the Lakers.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was supposed to go to the Lakers too. Ended up going to the Clippers.
Damn.
And boy, even frauded. He tried to say that the Clippers were always his favorite team. Then someone pulled out a video of him when he was younger saying how much he loves the Lakers. I was like, yo, the internet, like, yo, who looks that deep? So, I gotta find a clip, make sure Paul George is really about this.
The internet is undefeated, bro. Like, the internet's never gonna lose.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't do nothing on the internet.
Yeah.
It's gonna bite you in the ass.
Eventually.
One day.
One day it's just gonna sneak up on you.
That's what I'm saying. It's the dumbest thing. The internet is really just like hey, I'm leaving some proof. here's some proof of what I've done.
Here's a timestamp.
Yeah, like literally. Like you can say, that's how I feel like that's how people like connect bodies to like murders.
Oh yeah.
Like yo, hold on.
Well, it's kind of like,
I recognize that shed in the video. Yo, rap. Like I know that shed. That's my neighbor Jerry.
I let him use my shovel a week ago.
Yeah, we're right. Like, should just get like that. Like, just like that. Some guys gonna recognize that. Like, yo, hold on.
Do you think like a lot of people get caught up in stuff like that?
Or like Bud, bro. People posting Bud on like social media. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's like so. That's the hottest.
Is it like? So is it not safe to say, but is it like confirmed that like if you be posting Bud, you're either like a huge weed head or you're a drug dealer?
I mean, you don't have Bud for one or the other. If it's not one or the other,
you're just like, I'm gonna post my Bud. This is what I got on deck.
I mean, it's cool that they do
clients come.
It's cool that they do like a close friends thing, like or like Snapchat, like you can do like a private, like only certain people can see. But like at the same time, hold on. Hold that thought. Okay. At the same time, like, all right, for Instagram, for example,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're owned by Facebook.
Yes,
and like
I can confirm that. And I know that for a fact.
The boy Mark Zuckerberg, he's like wrapped up in mad government shit.
You like how he's getting?
Wasn't he like leaking information or some shit like that, like Facebook information?
I think they were selling. I think they were accusing him of selling private information to other companies. Like ad companies.
Well, yeah, bro.
So they were like basically like selling all your information and what you would like to a company that's selling products, and they would just get that information and they'll be able to like target you basically for ads.
Oh, you mean like how like
it's like how you're thinking about like, yeah, I want to buy this AC in your brain, and then your fucking phone like 2 days later is like
showing you
look at this AC. I'm like, wow, man, like
that's creepy.
Yeah, it's because your man Mark is over here selling your information. Like, it's cool.
But how does he know I want an AC for my brain? Like that's what it's really getting down to.
I don't know, man.
It's just true. I'm not denying what you're saying.
It's like recognizing your patterns.
Yo, what patterns? My thinking patterns? That y'all can read my mind.
Well, the thing is, like, Facebook and like Instagram, they not only read what you search on that app itself, it has access to if you have an iPhone, it can read all your history on Safari. Like it has access to that. You gave it. I know for a fact it does. It reads all your cache from your Safari. So like, if you ever thought about like, oh man, like if you want to buy like LeBron like sneakers, if you searched it on Safari, I guarantee you on Instagram, Facebook, you're gonna get an ad.
I don't think that's the case. I feel like there'd be more like
what?
I feel like because if that's the case, bro. Wow, like,
and think about it like this: you ever search anything on YouTube? All that information gets saved onto your phone. So Google owns YouTube. Where do you go to search for shit this day and age? You're not going to Yahoo
No.
You're fucking 40 if you're using Yahoo.
Yo,
Like, I don't know what to tell you.
That's so fucking true.
Like,
It's crazy. Google just blew him out the water.
well, for our generation at least.
But Yahoo...
I know people that use Yahoo still.
Bro, I mean, my email... I have a Yahoo email.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And it was...
Because, like, I just don't... Like, I don't know. Like, Gmail wasn't really a thing back then.
I saw the Google wave early, and I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have signed up. It's because it's like so they can get all the information. Any video you search on YouTube goes to Google. So even if you're on Safari, like iPhone, you're on the Google page. All that information gets transferred over, bro.
I see.
So you should definitely be careful.
Nah, chill, bro.
Nah. How do you really feel about that, though? Do you really feel like it's a
invasion of privacy?
The way I see it is you're going to a public place to go do something public if it decides.
But yeah, the calls are just nuts though with the whole like the scammers.
Yeah,
like I got a call like 2 days ago, literally saying like this. It was like it sounded like an Indian lady. Like the accent was very thick, and she's like, "Yeah, your iCloud had been compromised." She's like, "We realized it because you know there was it was saying it was coming from New Jersey and it doesn't match up wherever you're at right now." I'm like, "All right, cool. So what are we gonna do about it?" Like she's like, "Well, if you get on your laptop, I can show you who's on your thing." And I'm like, "Nah, I don't really need to see who's doing it." I'm like, "It's more so like, what are y'all gonna do about it?" Like from your Apple support, supposedly.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do about it, bud? She's like, "Well," I told her, I was like, I'm like, "My laptop's dead." She's like, "So do you not want to see?" I'm like, "No, I want you to do something about it." And then she's like, "Well, if you get on your laptop," so I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." I just banged on her, and what made me more mad was like I knew something was up because bro, there was so much noise in the background.
Okay.
Like it was like all you hear is people talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never had. I don't know. For me personally, I've never had that kind of like support. Usually, when I talk to a support person, it's like quiet.
Well, if you ever get support calls that you never made, it's probably a scam. Like that was like that's a huge red flag for a scam, you know, where it's just like everyone's just where that person's just kind of like, "Yeah, I need you to go do this for me, for your safety." like no one calls you for iPhone support.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm like, give me an email or something. Like,
who am I? Like,
I'm like, I even like I check my bank and like nothing's happening. So I'm just like, well, I'm good for now.
you also get like or at least I do. If I sign into any device, I usually get some sort of email saying I'm accessing another device with this email. You know?
Yeah, like Twitter, new Twitter login, something.
Yeah. You ever get like other like scam calls where they're just kind of like,
yeah, they're talking about like, "Yeah, bro, trying to renew your life insurance." I'm like, I don't even have a life insurance policy.
I'm 13.
Yo, I used to get those early as shit too. Yeah, like I'm 13. Like so, I didn't even have a car early. Trying to renew that driver's license or like car insurance. I'm like, bro, I don't even have a car.
I'm not even in high school yet. Like, leave me alone. Like, you're just like, how'd you get this number?
Yeah, it really is. I'm like, yo, like, is it like, was the last person that had this phone? Like,
that's always usually the case. I always get like weird calls from like the person that owned that number before I did.
Yeah,
that's probably why it's a good idea to keep the same number for the rest of your life.
Yo, I hate that shit so much. It's like, is this Mary? Like,
is this John?
It'd be a deep ass voice. Like, does it sound like Mary? Like, does this deep ass voice sound like Mary to you?
No.
Yo, like,
I've gotten plenty of prank calls about was it car insurance?
Bro.
I'm like, your car insurance expired. I'm just like,
it's the boy of the general.
I'm like, did it? I don't know if it did. I still have my insurance. I'm still good.
Yeah.
Like, or you ever get like opportunity calls where they're just like, "Man, do I have a deal for you?" Never gotten one of those?
I don't think so.
I've gotten a couple of those where they're just kind of like saying, "Oh, we can like what is it?" They're kind of like, "Oh, we can make you X amount of money if you give us like a certain amount." No?
No.
Yeah, they really thought they were gonna get me.
It was like, well, yeah. I just thought it was weird. I remember when Jim told me like he got a phone call saying, and it was under my name, my number apparently. Even though I didn't call him, I was at the barbershop. He literally he texted me. I think he texted me or he called me, and I was like, bro, what happened? He was just like, bro, it was just weird. He's like, yo, did you just call me? I was like, no. I'm like, did it sound like me? Because he literally said, like, he took a screenshot of his call log, and it said it was me that called him last, even though I didn't call him. Okay. Like, I literally was in the barbershop when he wrote me. Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, that wasn't me, though. And, I was like, bro, I'll show you my call log if it's that deep. But, like, he's like, yeah, bro, they called me talking about, like, the FBI and shit like that. I'm like, bro, I'm like, bro, what? I don't even know how to send that to you. I don't even know how, like, my name was on the thing, like, my contact.
You think it's the FBI?
I don't know who it was, bro.
They used your number to call him.
I don't know what he and that. I don't know what he's getting into for real. I was just like, bro, this is beyond me. Oh shit! I'm like my fucking phone's tapped or something. Like there's somebody.
Someone's just making calls for you.
Making calls on my phone.
That hasn't happened to you with anyone else?
Not that I know of.
Yeah. Well, the Grammys are happening tonight.
Fuck the Grammys, bro.
Yeah? How do you feel about other people making decisions about how hard you worked?
That's a really good... That is a good analyst, but that's life, isn't it? I mean, if you're an artist, people are making decisions on, like, what you create.
So should you base it around the numbers?
I feel like the people who are nominated... I feel like it should be, like, a voted thing, not like a judge, like a committee. It's a committee. It's a committee of people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. At least every award show, they'll always be like, "Oh, I want to thank the committee." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's never like, "Oh, well, everybody in the United States voted on these songs or this art piece, this movie, this actor." Nobody. It never goes like that. Yeah, like for like a land of democracy, like
yeah. Well. I don't know. Do you feel like certain artists get like really snubbed? I feel like J. Cole got snubbed for a couple years.
You mean like with the Iggy Azalea thing?
I'm not sure.
Iggy Azalea won like a Grammy, I think, over him.
Over him?
Yeah, and then he wrote about it in
That's insane.
He wrote about it in Forest Hill.
Oh, okay.
I think. It was,
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure it was Forest Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like that. Yeah, I agree. Like it's like. Because look where she is and where he stands now in the culture, like the rap culture. So that's that.
Isn't it? So I think
that's why Drake said it. He was like, Drake was like, yo, this really doesn't mean anything.
This doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything at all. Chase your dreams.
Cut.
Yo, that's like the real disrespect of doing it on somebody else's show. Somebody's show on their own show.
Like, yo, we need to shut this shit down right now.
Didn't they play the music to get him off?
Yeah. I think he kept talking and they just like cut the video entirely. They're like, yo, what is he doing?
It doesn't mean fucking anything. Fuck the Grammys. I mean, it's only my second one. Like,
yeah, but you showed up.
True. He didn't show up for the first one though.
Didn't? He didn't.
He had it sent to his house. I think that's even tougher. Like, just opening a box in the fucking.
Maybe he's busy. I don't know.
I just remember him like I think they had a video of him where he unboxed it. Like, he unboxed a trophy and then he poured like a shot of Hennessy into it and drank out of it. Yeah. That's when he made the song "Trophies."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's even the cover. The cover of him drinking out of the Grammy is the art they use for that single. And now look at him, just disrespecting.
Yeah. Just disrespecting. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how you just making a 180 like that. But I guess if you have so much success, you're gonna treat awards like whatever.
I forgot. Speaking of trophies, I just think it's crazy because even like Kobe Bryant got a trophy for something that wasn't basketball related.
For what?
It was either a Grammy or an Oscar or some shit like that. He like made like a film. I think it was based off of basketball. I don't know if it was off his career or not, but or it might have been a book. It's one of the two. And yeah, Bo got a whole award for that. I was like, that's like good for him.
Well, how do you feel about NBA players like post career?
Oh, I thought you were about to say stepping out, like doing things outside their career.
Well, I think they have to. Like, you only can do so much
with basketball.
And then
you're making thousands of dollars.
I like you make a lot of money, but like if you're not investing it properly, because like if you really think about it, that's like me taking bread away from you once you turn. Like, what's the average retire?
Average age?
The average age when you retire from the NBA.
I think Vince Carter's 40. That's like I said.
Yeah, but,
usually, like it's usually between 30 and 40, but that's most sports. Like even like for
exactly,
like NFL,
but, like,
the NFL, that's really rare to go past 40.
Imagine if you like didn't get paid after that age.
After 40?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're not playing.
But that's it. Yeah.
So like that's
so you're saying if you waste all your money, you don't have like a retirement. But I'm pretty sure they have like 401ks.
They do now.
Yeah.
But there's been plenty of players that've just gone broke.
Oh yeah, look at Delonte West.
Yeah.
My man, ain't that crazy? My man was on the Cavs, banged LeBron's mom, and then now he's on now he's on the streets.
Yeah.
It's like crazy, and like there was a video of him. He got arrested. He was like freaking out.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy how you can fall, but like you know,
don't bang LeBron's mom.
I mean, even Jason Tatum said it. Like he's not crazy with spending his money just because like tomorrow's not promised in the league. Like you can get injured,
yeah,
or anything. Just like like we've watched a lot of people wash up. Like not say wash up, but like D Rose for example. After he got hurt, it took him a while.
He's coming back.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of people who were great at one point and now you don't see like J.R. Smith, he's not playing. Nate Robinson, he's not playing.
JR's not playing?
No.
What? Since when?
Since I think he hasn't been playing for like 2 years now. I don't think he played last year.
He didn't?
I don't think so.
Jesus Christ.
It's about to be 2 years he hasn't played.
And he's not planning on coming back?
He's supposed to actually they say he's gonna be working out with the Lakers.
But with like NBA like post careers, don't you think like what do you think they should be doing after?
Sports analyst.
They can't.
Yeah, bro, I'd love to be a sports analyst.
You can be.
No.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, maybe. But like
talking about it right now.
I know, but there's a lot more mathematics that go into it than you think. Like,
oh, so you want to like really take it serious?
If I had to, like, I just had to know how serious do I really have to take this.
Well, I think you can do it. I don't see why not.
I feel like most of them have like a team. Like, all right, here's the stats for last week.
Well,
like just shuffling through cards.
Yeah, you definitely have to watch. That's my problem. I don't want to talk about sports usually because I don't watch every single game.
Bro, I don't watch every single game.
But like, how can you not watch every game and like think you can tell me what like something about a player and you didn't watch the game?
Huh?
Like I feel like there's a lot of like information out there that's being.
You just gotta watch the highlights, bro.
No, what?
Watch the highlights. Look at the stat line. That's all you really need to do.
I swear to God.
There's no way.
No way. What?
That these guys are like literally like watching these games every day. There's no way.
Yes.
It's
their job to.
Bro, there's no way.
Yes.
You have to record.
Record what?
Their episodes of when they're on their analysts.
Yeah.
On their analyst shows, they have to record those episodes on top of like eating,
it's live.
showering. Yeah, not all the time.
Most of it.
Sometimes.
Most of it.
Sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
Like they're not always live. Like bro, there's a lot of talk shows where literally they're.
Are you
like,
talking about? Oh, you're not talking about. All right, my bad.
I'm not talking
I thought
about
you were
podcasts.
talking about the NBA.
I am talking about the NBA. They're not always.
So they're usually live.
Most of them.
Okay.
But like, doesn't mean they're not. They're like sports channels aren't talking about the games. It's like the show with Shannon Sharp. Like I send you the Shannon Sharp clips.
Oh, okay.
They talk about all the sports. They don't just talk about basketball.
Yeah,
but like my man will still tell you about LeBron and Embiid, any player in any sport.
Yeah.
Regardless, like there's no way my man has time to. Yeah, of course he doesn't have time to watch all those fucking games.
I'm pretty sure he does.
No, for
If
it's
your
four sports.
If it's your job to be an analyst,
there's 4 sports.
What do you think you're going to be doing?
Analyzing, but you can't analyze
How
every game.
can you analyze something if you don't watch it?
You have other people do it. That's what I'm saying. There has to be a team behind this.
Yeah, sure.
Like
but at the same time, I don't really. I feel like if you want to be like, God damn, like if I were an analyst, I would want to know all the information. I would not send you to tell me what was happening.
I wants to know every single
I want
dribble.
to know exactly what happens.
I want every dribble, every step he took.
How can you analyze something and not look at it yourself? Are you crazy?
For every 10 players on that court.
Yeah.
I want to know every step, dribble, breath. Like, bro, come on.
Sure, you can have a team, but you're not watching the games yourself.
Some of them. When I have the time, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it's your job to be an analyst and they're paying you to analyze these games, what time are you talking about?
Listen, man, there's more to life than just analyzing.
It's like when they pulled Shannon Sharp out of
My man
Vacation, and he's like, I need you to spit this. He came on live.
Did he?
I forget what happened. Yeah. He had cigar. He was chilling with the Hawaiian shirt. He was just chilling.
Was he on vacation or did he?
He was on vacation.
So he wasn't at the studio?
Nope.
I don't believe you.
What? All right.
I don't believe you.
You do you.
I will. But how did we get here?
We were talking about sports, even though I was always like, I'm never going to talk about sports. I don't feel like talking about sports, but now we're talking about sports. So them Sixers.
Yo, bro, stop that. Stop that. Who do you think is going to be in the final?
Me?
Yeah. Let me put you in the hot seat.
Well, I'm biased.
Yeah, what you gonna say? The Celtics?
No. I mean, the Celtics have a chance for sure. The Celtics, I feel like, always have a chance.
Every team always has a chance. Every team in the playoffs always has a chance.
That's not true.
Who don't have a chance?
There's plenty of teams that don't have chances.
Bro, you wouldn't be in the playoffs if you didn't have a chance. That means you're the best of the best, the creme de la creme.
I think Boston always has a chance. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not sure. Definitely. My question is, like, who do you think is going to win between the Clippers and LA? Like, do you think from the Western Conference, out of those two, like, in my opinion, I see them both being the teams that are going to make it to the semifinals.
I feel like if the Warriors were still, like, healthy, then it would have been a different story. It would have been a real it would have been a real battle for California.
Yeah.
Because, like, Golden State's really just San Francisco.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, like, I don't know, because I feel like Clay's out, Steph's out, and, like, Draymond's there, but he's not really doing nothing, but
he's showing his true colors.
Yo, it had me crying when Charles Barkley said, "You've been quiet ever since you've been getting them triple singles." I'm like, dog. I'm like, yeah. I mean, yeah, because he definitely has that attitude. Mm-hmm. Like, he's like another Patrick Beverly from the Clippers. Like, get like mad, a lot of heart, and there's nothing wrong with having a heart, but like it definitely helps when you can back it up.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like, ain't no one picking Draymond Green for a 1-on-1. Like, yeah, bro, I got Draymond. Nobody is picking Draymond Green on a 1-on-1. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's how you feel. But there's no one else in the Western Conference that's up there with the Clippers, in my opinion, and the Lakers.
Oh no, absolutely. Well, I mean, the Mavericks.
Okay.
The Dallas Mavericks have been going crazy.
Yeah. Well, what about how you feel about the return of Zion then?
On the Pelicans, I mean, I'm excited because like he's athletic as shit, but like, and the craziest part is like even though he keeps getting he keeps getting injured. Yeah, like he's coming back the same. Like my man just blocked a shot the other day, and my man literally like took flight and launched that ball. Yeah, like for as big as he is, like
he's huge, man. That guy moves like a tank, but he's fast. He explodes like crazy. He's like a scary player.
It's like a small Shaq, but that he can shoot.
Yeah,
because I was surprised when he made.
Was he 4 for 4 in 3?
My man had a Wendy's deal. First game back. I got the 4 for 4.
Oh shit. I don't know. So do you think the Pelicans have a chance?
No.
No?
No.
I think Brandon Ingram's been pretty good. I feel like he's been flourishing with Zion being gone. I think he's definitely I mean, I don't know. I don't watch the Pelicans that much, but I think, in my opinion, he's probably doing better than Lonzo.
But that's how it is with like Ben Simmons right now. Now that Embiid's gone, he's really showing out.
Good.
Why couldn't he do that before?
Because Embiid doesn't let other people shoot.
How?
The guy's a ball hog. He scores a lot. Yes, he scores a lot.
But his field goal percentage is good.
Exactly. But think about all the points he's taken away from all the other players on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're absorbing all the points, like, you're not giving Ben Simmons a chance. You're not giving Mike Scott a chance. You're not giving Tobias Harris a chance.
It's up to you to be. It's up to you to pass the ball. You don't have to pass the ball.
I don't believe Embiid is like that on the court.
What?
I feel like Embiid, when he's on the court, he thinks very, not highly, but he thinks that he's supposed to be spearheading that team. I think he's trying to be the leader, but I don't think that's what the Sixers need. I don't think Embiid needs to be the leader of that team.
He is, though.
I get that. Like, I get that he wants to be, but in my opinion, I think it should be Ben Simmons. It should have always been Ben Simmons.
How's he?
But the only reason it's not is because he doesn't have a fucking jump shot. Like,
he's too young.
He doesn't have a jump shot.
He's too young to be
He doesn't
a
have a jump shot. That's all it is.
You don't care.
Maybe.
You don't.
Maybe
care.
he doesn't care, but
you can't be a leader
isn't
and
it
not
kind of
care.
crazy how he cares like when Embiid's not in the game?
Huh?
And like how well he performs when Embiid's not in the game?
Yeah.
You don't think any of that falls on Embiid?
No.
What?
I blame the coaching more than Embiid. Because like you mean the coach is really who sets up the game, like how they play, how they use the players. That's really up to
So do you think
Brown.
he's favoring
like
Embiid?
Brett Brown's not just there for appearances. Like, all right, guys, do your best.
I understand that, but do you think he's like favoring Embiid over other players?
I just feel like he's not stern
with
them at nobody.
The entire team.
The entire team. I feel like he's just letting them. He comes in. He's all right, guys. Have fun. Have fun tonight. That's all that matters.
I see him all the time, like on Instagram.
Because he said it's his fault that Ben's not shooting.
Because he's not practicing, or
because he's not telling him to. He's not pressing him like, yo, start taking shots.
But shouldn't you as a player want to do that?
Yeah, you should. I mean, I don't understand how you can play basketball and not shoot. You feel me? Like, how do you like? That's the game.
Yeah.
Like, the game is shooting, dunk. All that dunking shit came after.
Yeah. I mean, hey man, if he's a good performer, he definitely plays pretty well, even though he doesn't shoot. He did shoot a couple threes this year.
But like, so he plays point guard. Mm-hmm. And like, he's 6'10", 6'11". Mm-hmm. Most point guards are like 6'4" and under. Like, bro, you have so much height and weight on them, and you're fast as shit. Like,
yeah.
Why not take advantage of the mismatch rather than like pass the ball?
I hear you.
You feel me? Like, I saw that he actually is, I think, number 1 in assists for 3-pointers.
I could see it.
But our team is like 23rd in 3-pointers. So it's like how's my man's number 1 in 3-pointers?
So we need
a team that can't shoot threes.
So we need a really good shooter then.
We had one.
Who?
JJ Redick.
Yeah. Well, dude, people would be all over him though. Like, every time he tried to get open, they were on him.
They young ball him.
Dude, he was just so small too. Like, if he was trying to shoot a 3, that pocket that Sixers allowed him to shoot just wasn't enough. Yeah.
But I mean, height doesn't matter. That's how I feel. I mean, Nate Robinson was mad short and he could dunk. Mm-hmm. Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah.
Like, he would fly all over people, like, almost on some AI shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck was...
What else do you want to talk about?
Yep.
I feel like we can always trail off into sports if we ever...
Let's talk about victim mentality, bro.
Okay. So Eddie wants to talk about victim mentality.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, elaborate, because I don't know it.
I think it's time to man the fuck up, Alex. Stop blaming the world. Nah, you know what I mean? Like, you ever just, like, see somebody and like, or hear somebody talking, or like they'll post about it, and it's just like you're reading whatever you're reading. It's like they're blaming their problems on somebody else.
Okay.
Like a common one's like people blame things on their parents. Mm-hmm. They'll be like, "Yo,
I wasn't raised right."
Like I wasn't raised right. Like, bro, that like if you know that, if you're aware that you weren't raised right, that means you know that you're doing something wrong. Like that's the most dumbest shit I ever heard.
Yeah.
Like yo, I wasn't raised right, so you know it's wrong, and you're still doing it.
There's been so many things that affected my life that I don't want to do this or I can't do this because X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's how. Yeah, it's a victim.
Are you seeing that a lot?
I do. And it's like, but like I don't feel like I'm never in the mood to correct everybody. Like feel me? Do I have to be that guy that God bring me down? That God bring me down and say, yo,
you're the chosen one. You better tell her.
Yo, nigga, yo, he's like, here's the checkbook and it's all reality checks. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I think, oh shit.
What?
Fuck, there was something I definitely wanted to talk about. I totally forgot about it. It clicked in my head for a second, and now it's gone.
Well, the reality check is, Alex, that it's gone. Feel me? Like, who you gonna blame? Is it your fault or mine?
It's yours.
Or
it's always yours.
It's the mentality at its finest.
I mean, so how do you feel about checking your friends?
Checking?
Yeah.
Like, you mean like telling them when they're wrong?
Just in general, if you feel something, maybe like
yo, you
offended.
A bitch.
No, but that's not checking your friend. That's not what I mean. You know that. How do you feel about like checking your friends if you like necessarily need to, or because I feel like I've seen a lot of people just let your friends do whatever you want because you guys have history together.
Are you throwing subs, bro?
No. So, what the fuck just happened? Oh.
Are you throwing subs?
No. I'm just asking because I'm like, man, there's something that happened.
I mean, I go to that.
There's something that happened this week that made me think that it was like an incident and someone was checking their friend. And I was like, yo, good for you. Like and the fact that you can still be friends even though your boy just kind of checked you, even if it's private. I think if you try to check someone that's you claim to be your friend in public, it's different than if like I pulled you aside and like kind of not check you, but like yo, that was some bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Kind of thing. Man, I can't think off the top of my head what the hell triggered that one.
I mean, I don't know. I think you can look back at the song "Respect the Game" by Meek Mill. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Never count your homie pocket, thinking you deserve it." Like it's like that. It's like I don't ever assume that I'm entitled to something just because of my relationship to somebody. Feel me? Mm-hmm. Like people, like I had people, like people like always be like, oh, because I ask, I'm usually the first person to ask, like, yo, bro, is it cool if I do this, if I use this, even if I know, just because of manners, like I was raised to have manners. Feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I was taught, and like I guess I don't know. Like I always ask, you never just know. Like why would I just assume? It's like, you know what? I'm gonna just sleep in their bed.
I'm definitely checking you.
Imagine me like it's broad daylight.
You need to go home.
And it's broad daylight. Yeah, like it's not even nighttime. Like it's not a long night.
That's not what I mean about checking your friends. I'm checking anyone sleeping in my bed. That's not supposed to be
in the middle of a conversation in the living room, and I just walk upstairs and get in your bed. Like, yo, I'll holler at you in a second, bro. I need this nap.
I mean, if you're my friend, you really need to take the fucking nap.
But what were you gonna say? Like, so what do you mean then by checking your friend? Give a more specific like example.
I don't know. I can't. There, like I said, there was something that triggered me just now, and it was an incident that I saw this week, but I can't think of what the hell it was.
You don't remember what it was about?
Yeah, I don't remember how that. It was a very serious checking. But I forget.
Was it like family related?
No, it was just,
bro, don't be talking to my sister.
No, it's just kind of like a friend thing. Like, I don't know.
Or is it more like as far as just like telling somebody about them so that you don't agree with an action they did?
Yeah. So like, let's say,
Like if you saw
let's say for an example, I say something.
If you shocked a homeless man, like that.
No.
I don't like that, bro.
Let's just say something more of like on the lines of, if I say something kind of disrespectful, but me and you know we're in a very joking space. But let's say, for example, I take it a little too far. Where's that line for you? With not your friends necessarily, because I mean we're boys, but
to me it's more like, I guess it's when like you can kind of feel the intention when someone says something. That's
okay.
I guess that's where it goes to me. Like if I feel like you're playing around, but it's like when it feels genuine, that's when it's like, are you good? Like why do you feel the need like to come that way? That's when it's like that. But like I usually don't. If you're my friend, I usually assume you're joking.
Yeah.
I'm like, but like,
well, if you know Eddie, he's all you like to do is joke around.
But tone definitely tells it all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, because you know, like definitely, especially like when you are serious and someone's laughing at you, you tend to get more serious because they think it's a joke this time around. But
well, you know what we can talk about actually?
What?
Almost forgot.
What is it? Oh, I know what you're really gonna do that?
Athlete, the kind of star that was perfectly cast on the Los Angeles Lakers. Kavita, if I could ask you to stay with us, we're gonna give athlete the kind of star that was.
How'd you feel about that?
Bro, that was so disgusting. Like the worst part is it's MSNBC. Like that's a big company. It's been around for a while, and like I feel like you should know better. Like
I just can't believe.
Like imagine like her coming up with a bullshit story like, oh, that John was on the teleprompter. They pranked me. Like I get it. He's an African American man. Like he's a black man, but like. What how like the fact that that's the first thing that came to your head, like there's no team that would in this world,
yeah,
that's like
it's disgusting, bro.
It's like the only thing I could say that's even close to that is like the Redskins, realistically.
Yeah.
Like,
but man,
the Washington Redskins,
just to do something like that, where you shouldn't be having accidents like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like
at that level of professionalism. No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't be having accidents like that. Like at this day and age, bro, accident or not,
I said it.
this shouldn't be in your vocabulary.
She's not even gonna be allowed to like come back to the state.
And if she does,
like if they fire her, like
what if they don't fire her?
That's a good point.
What if they like she receives zero repercussion for this?
That's all right. We don't want any of your views anyway.
Well,
hey, you feel me? Like, we want.
I don't know, because I definitely feel like
white power views. So.
Like I'm trying to think of this from the perspective of I'm gonna defend her, or the group of people that would defend her. You know,
like the Hicks, the races.
Just anyone that would be defending her and what their point would be, you know? And that being said, as an accident is number one thing that I can see them using to defend her, right? But that should just not be an accident, dude. That's insane. And to do that like while someone just passed away with their daughter is just, I don't know. It's definitely like a huge reflection on like the news media right now, in my opinion. But definitely not okay.
I just think it's more offensive because it's like he's such a because of the influence he had. Like you said, if it
with anyone,
bro, that's not
don't
the case.
Accidentally say that,
bro. If it was like a high school kid, there would be an uproar, but I don't feel it would be as much. Because a lot of celebrities even posted that, but like there's like a lot of celebrities aren't posting any other like minority or that's getting like killed or talk badly about.
I mean, it's still wrong regardless of what scale it's at.
I'm not saying it's not wrong.
Oh yeah, I know you're not.
I'm just saying, but it hits harder because it's Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, you really disrespecting Kobe, like Kobe Bryant, like, like.
Well, I think you should take it another step further. You're disrespecting black people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a racist thing, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you're being racist on top of that. Like,
yeah.
But it's disrespectful because the man just died, and you're calling him out his name.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying you have to know who Kobe Bryant is, because like, I mean. I've seen plenty of shorties post rest in peace Kobe. You should know who the
Lakers are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like you, especially if you're like reporting. Like, if I don't know if that station that was recording that, if they're like centered towards California, or if that was just like a whole national.
MSNBC is
that's national.
I would have to assume they're kind of national, so they probably have people everywhere.
But yeah, like who doesn't know who the Lakers are?
Yeah, well, it's just to slip something out like that is ridiculous.
But I'm just saying, I mean, granted, like, even, like, I know a lot of shorties posted rest in peace Kobe, but they don't know shit about Kobe Bryant. They just know who he is.
Yeah,
like,
they just know
you feel me? Like Kobe Bryant had the kind of influence where you didn't even have to watch basketball, but you knew if you were throwing something in a trash can, you're yelling Kobe.
I mean,
if you're playing beer pong, you're yelling Kobe.
yeah, exactly. It's like, I remember back in high school, it's just
like
shooting a little paper ball in the trash can. But
isn't that, like, crazy? Like, they, like, the idea of shooting the wettest shot, the most accurate shot, the clutchest shot is Kobe Bryant. Like, nobody was like, some people would say Jordan, but like Larry Bird, nigga, like Larry Bird used to shoot crazy.
Larry Bird,
Larry Bird, like. I mean, yo, put a bird screech on that.
It just doesn't even sound right. That shot belongs to Kobe.
Larry Bird. But like at least until like Stephen Curry came around, feel me? Bro, I've heard people saying Curry.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard
like,
that.
I'm like, some people definitely say Curry. Like, yo, what? But that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to watch basketball to have that influence. So like, you definitely should know who at least heard the name Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. Like, those are just like household names. Or it's like Tom Brady. Like, you don't watch. I barely doubt you watch football, but you know who the fuck Tom Brady is.
Yep.
Like, my man's not doing nothing crazy. He's not even doing. I don't think he's even been in a movie. I'm lying. He might have been in.
You know what's kind of crazy? I totally forgot the Super Bowl was today.
You want to know what's really crazy? It's not till next week.
It's not?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why did I think it was this weekend?
Bro, it's next week.
Okay, thank God.
Today.
I was like, man, it's kind of quiet.
This week's the Pro Bowl.
Gotcha.
Pretty much, aka the All-Star game of NFL.
Motherfuckers.
Pretty much the All-Star game, yeah.
Someone duped me then. They took advantage. They're like,
bro,
like, Alex doesn't know anything about the NFL. They're like, hey, Alex, enjoy the game this weekend. I'm out here stressing.
Yeah. You sure he wasn't talking about that Lakers game?
No, they were talking about. They don't talk about basketball with me.
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't care about the Pro Bowl. They don't really mean nothing. It's like the All-Star game. They don't try as hard.
It's for fun.
Yeah, it's really just to show off and have fun.
Yeah.
That's why I miss Kobe. Red, bro. That's like the one thing I will say I respect about older sports is that the competition was something crazy. I feel like the drive isn't exactly the same.
I feel like there's a lot of distractions this day and age.
As far as like outside of the sports or like in the sports?
Outside the sports.
Because I mean, the sports alone are pretty dramatic. Like, I feel like I shouldn't know that Ben Simmons is with like a Kardashian. Like why do I need to know that? Like,
she's showing up to the games.
Who cares?
I personally don't.
Is that gonna make his shot wet? Like, that's just how I feel. Like, if it's not sports related, like breaking news. Kendall Jenner's back in Philly. Like,
maybe she'll convince him to get a shot.
It's like those memes where it'd be like, oh, when you're playing ball at the Y and your girl walks in and the ball just starts dribbling crazy. Like, yo, Ben sees Kendall and just starts going crazy. My man said triple double tonight.
I wish. I definitely need Ben Simmons to step it up, even more than he has been with the absence of Embiid. When's Embiid coming back?
I don't know. He'll be probably. I mean, he got nominated for the All-Star game. He's starting for the All-Star game. So I'm sure he'll be back for in time for that. Like,
motherfucker.
Marketing. I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like, these guys are like they're in it for the money more than anything. I feel like
in the NBA or the All-Star game.
In the NBA, I feel like back then, like you really wanted the chip, and now it's more so just like it's more of a mellow mentality instead of a Mamba mentality. Full disrespect. Full disrespect for me. Like I don't know. Like I used to say all the time. Like if I would have been like an athlete in any sport, like I want one chip, just one. To me, that's like important. Like I feel like you can at least say you were a champion.
Yeah.
Like the best of the best for 1 year. That means a lot to me. But like I feel like now it's like really just about the money.
Dude, it's just
Cause like Carmelo Anthony was a problem. He was a problem back in the day, but like he didn't care.
So like I understand where you're coming from, but like I also feel like money should kind of be an influence.
It should, but but at the same time, like you're like no one's gonna pay for you if you're not good.
Oh yeah.
But I'm saying, like if you're just good and barely making it, the sales are gonna go down regardless. Like,
true.
Like if your team is tanking, like you're not gonna be making any money anyway. Like it's just like
that's kind of like every industry, though. I feel like that's even outside of sports, in my opinion.
What do you mean?
Like if you work for a company, but your company is kind of half-ass, you're still gonna be making money, but you're in that industry. So there is a company out there.
But that's what I'm saying. But you like it's literally like an investment. Like
yeah.
So like I wouldn't like I get it. You want the money, but you're gonna get the money regardless. Because like if you're nice, obviously you're gonna get endorsements.
Yeah.
Like somebody's gonna be like, yo, we need to put a pair of Nikes on this kid. Like
put some New Balances on this guy.
Yeah, like literally like. Because now it's like everybody's getting deals, and it's companies that nobody really thought would have stepped back into the
marketing world.
To the marketing, like that market. Like Puma came out with a shoe, Converse came out with a basketball shoe. All right, so yeah, we want to wrap things up then. This is Eddy and Alex from the Almanac. Again, we want to thank all our listeners and supporters. We hope y'all continue to show love and appreciation, share with your friends, family, all that. Again, you can stream us through Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be dropping again next Monday, so stay tuned for that. And peace.
See ya.